This video will be part 1 of 2 on sending emails and pulling data from Google Sheets to do that. So the first video is just going to be how to send an email using Python. So we really only need 3 modules. I also imported datetime for some logic that I'll explain later, but we really only need these 3. So the first one is just to send emails. The second one allows different parts of emails to be assigned. So like the message, the subject of the email, from who it's from and who it's to. And then the last one's just necessary for text data. So just import all 3, and if you want to read up more on them, you're more than welcome to. So I created a function called getEmail, and so the first thing is we create a message. So MSG is the variable assigned to my multi-part, and we use the word alternative. You can read up on that more if you want. This tutorial is really just for bare bones basic. Then we assign the subject. So I'm calling this a daily brokerage update. Basically every day at 4:30 p.m. this would send an email to you with your portfolio and how it changed throughout the day, and what you're closing at and how it changed from yesterday. So basically we're just pulling data from Google Finance through Google Sheets and then sending that out in a daily email, so that you don't have to check your phone or anything else. Just you get it right in your inbox, which is appealing to some people like myself. So you set it from someone. So just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll put Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. You really shouldn't fool around with that. So you just plug in your name or something. The 2, Elon Musk, let's say Elon Musk is investing in Apple stock. So that's who it's going to be addressed to. Text 1 is if the HTML fails, it'll just say a message that says HTML failed. And then the HTML1 is your actual message. So this is kind of different than most things in Python, but this is the how you start out the message. So HTML1 is a variable, equals quotation mark, quotation mark, quotation mark, backslash, next line, HTML. This is just typical HTML. So I don't have anything in the head of the HTML for formatting. The body, we're just going to have it do a paragraph that says testing 1, 2, 3. And we'll close the body, close HTML, and then on the final line we do another quotation, quotation, quotation. So then we are kind of attaching these variables to the my multi-part, which is basically the email. So we do the first type. Part 1 is text 1 in plain. This is so that if the email doesn't send correctly for some reason, you'll just get that HTML failed. And the second one, MIME text HTML1 and HTML. So you've assigned these parts, then you can attach them to the message. All right, the next part is how we interface with the email smtplib. So first designate mail. I'm using Gmail. If you're using something else, you need to Google smtplib.smtp for, let's say, Yahoo, and you figure out what this number should be. I forget what that's called, but basically then you're going to start extended hello command, and this is just security. So mail.hello and mail.start TLS. Like I said, this is for Gmail. If you're using a different email service, it might have a different protocol. So you just have to figure out how to get to send from a Gmail or from a Yahoo account or something like that. So the from address, I've assigned the from address, my Gmail account, in a variable up here that you guys won't be able to see because you actually have to put in your real password for that email account. So my address password is already assigned that. And then to who it's being sent to. So this is just a extra Gmail account that I have, kind of an alias. So then you log in with that from address and the address password. Then you tell it to send the mail from the from address to the to address with the message as a string. So it's pulling that MSG that we added the subject to, from, who, and then we attached, if the HTML failed, it would say HTML failed, or if it succeeds, then it sends the actual HTML message. Then you close it, and this pulls a date time just for when it sends it. You can print out a message that says that the email was sent at X time, which will be in UTC. This is, you don't have to do this, but this is just if you want to do that. So I do assign the variable now and then .format now. So there's a little bit more logic here. Basically on the weekends you don't really need an email for this, so I wrote in a little bit of extra logic. So tdaynum is a variable that is the today's as a number. So I use daytime.today.weekday. So this starts with Monday at 0. So if today's a Sunday, so it would be tdaynum is equal to 6. So if it's less than 5, which means it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then it'll send the email. If it's not, if it's the weekend, then it'll just print out the message, mark it closed, no update sent. So this is something that, I have run every day at 4:30. So we can go to our Windows PowerShell and see if it'll work. So because right now I have it set as using this tdaynum, it should return the number 6, which means it should print out the else. So if we go here, maybe kind of small, but so mark it closed, no update sent. So if I comment that out and I just say it's 3, which would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 is equal to Thursday, then it should send the email. I have to save. So daily brokerage portfolio update sent at 4:11 on 9:30. So if I go to my email, get the testing 1, 2, 3. So that's how to send an email with Python. And in the next tutorial, I'll show how to pull data from Google Sheets and then send that data so that this has more than just testing 1, 2, 3 as the email.